Okay, guys, this is something I'm excited to talk about on stream. Now, this is something I found in the flea market. I'm excited. I am wanting to show this so badly. So, pretty much, I'm going to wait until people are talking in stream before I reveal what I have. Hello, Caleb. Welcome to stream. I think I'll start putting some minifigures together while I'm waiting. Because I gotta wait until more people than one person comes to the stream. So I'm gonna because I want a lot of people to see what I wound up picking up. Because even though it's something that it's not as good as it should be, but it is a good enough find that I really want to show a lot of people on my stream because I was excited when I found it. Flea markets times have I found a haul that was worth showing on a stream or something. So this is probably the first time I found a haul that was worth showing on stream. And I really want to do this sooner or later. So I'm just I'll wait until at least the second person joins before I start doing it. I'm going to quickly make some Sisters of War figures while I'm waiting. And no, they're not Sisters of Combat. They're called Sisters of War. They're medics. Medics. Their job is to protect and also to fix up soldiers who have been killed, who have been injured, or are probably almost dying. They're called the Angels of the battlefield sometimes because they'll rush to a soldier in melee, fix him up, pick him back up, and say, "You're fixed up. Go back out there." And the soldier always says, "What are you trying to do? Get me killed again?" Not really, but that would be what I would say to one of them. "What are you trying to do? Get me killed?" I'm lucky I survived the first time. I ain't going back out there again. All you guys to get on. Quickly get these done first. That way it'll give a little more people time to join. Don't worry, I'll start doing it soon. I'll do the stream, the haul as soon as. Oh boy, I'm wanting. The Imperial Guard are probably the bravest bunches. I mean, here's the thing: they're given a lot of disrespect, even though that unit, the only unit that'll probably stand up to hordes upon hordes of monsters, and no one realizes just how much you would think people get after them for just retreating on the battlefield. These guys already have fought, and now they're losing the battle. If the battle can't be won, you should retreat. That's my opinion on it. If the battle is not capable of being won, find a way to withdraw your troops from the battlefield. That's my opinion on it. If you can't withdraw them, then find a way to withdraw them. That's how I do my troops. I don't want them dying in the battlefield, so I'm going to draw them out of the battlefield. If they can't beat them, then they retreat. I order my men to retreat. If they refuse to retreat, ain't my problem. They're the ones who want to continue fighting. I'll let them fight if they want to. But if the battle looks bad enough, I will tell them to draw out and head back to base, regroup, re-strategize. After all, that's what you need to do. Regroup, re-strategize, build up your defense. Yeah, easy to be brave when you literally are wearing ultramarine battle armor. You're right. Those guys literally have been given way too much protection. Well, the normal, everyday foot soldier, the guardsmen, they're just normal dudes being forced to fight in the war. They're enlisted men. They're the equivalent of your normal enlisted guy or draftee. Okay, you'll be put in this unit 3 days from now. I mean, that's literally how that universe works. Quite a bit. They literally go, they draft, because the draft port still exists in that universe, which is strange. Because in this day and age, the draft port is completely gone. Because now people willingly join the army nowadays. Or they join the Marine Corps, depending on whether they've gone insane or not. The Marine Corps and the Army. There's also the Navy, what are the other units? The Air Force, Spec Ops, Special Operations, I mean. I don't know much about those guys. I just know a little bit. And that's the problem. I only know a little bit. Well, since nobody else is in the stream, let's go ahead and start doing the video. Since no one doesn't seem to be arriving yet anytime soon, I might as well show the hall, because I gave them time. I gave them all the time they needed. So, I'll give them a little more time. Then I'm just going to go ahead and do it. They're the bravest unit because they're forced to fight. That is forced on the battlefield. Yet, they're probably the only unit that is actually easy to defend, because their actions can be explained. Their actions, whenever they rush into the battlefield, they rush in because they have no other choice. Half the time, one of the most well defended only guardsmen in that lore. It's pretty cool, actually, because according to some people, the guardsmen are the weakest unit you can have, but actual fact, these guys will stand their ground. These same soldiers, according to actual facts, once stood their ground against an invasion force 2 times their size, only for them to almost wind up wiped out. Yet they still stood their ground, which, in my book, calls them probably the bravest unit you can have. Anyways, since there's 2 people in the stream now, I think, even though they haven't talked yet, I'm going to go ahead and get out my haul. Oh boy. This is something I haven't seen very many of. Now, for the longest time, LEGO was making special kinds of base plates that they built mostly for normal sets. And here it is. This is one I found today at the flea market. This is, of course, an old Lego base plate. Well, it's probably from a certain girly series, but it's still a good set. I mean, a good setup because I can use this for maybe a custom castle build. It's very nice looking. I'm going to go ahead and open the bag. There's some minifigures and such in here as well, but we're not talking about that right now. Actually, the minifigures and parts are going to be hard enough to keep from getting dirty, so I'm going to have to be careful getting this out. There we go. We'll sort through those as soon as I'm done looking over this cool-looking base plate. This may not have a nice coloration to it, but it's still a very nice. Like I said, it's still a very nice base plate. There's even a nice area right here. It is a sweet looking piece. Of course, I'm going to have to. Let's hold that up to the camera so you guys can see what it looks like. Now, I could probably use this as a princess's castle or something. It's a nice looking piece, and I love this design because it's pushed upwards. This is something Lego has not done in a long time, and I like this. I wish Lego would do these again. Lego, see this? This was fun. And even better, back when I was a kid, I used to turn these up. I used to have one that I turn upside down, and I'd play with the inside of these things as my little action figure play set. So the only problem was these things didn't stay all up. These things didn't stay the way they were because you would have it down on a flat surface. It'd be like wouldn't stand up. So yeah, but I don't know what happened to my old base plates that I had that were like this. I think most of them were destroyed. Very nice design. I can't wait to build a castle on it. There's even a spot where I could probably, right here though, this area right here it's almost like a trench right here. You have a little trench detail here. Well, not really. It's an area where someone would walk through, but I could put like a little gate there. And when people are running in, have like guards here firing down at the area. Very nice looking. Very nice looking. Now, we're on to the bunches of figures that were in the thing. The bunches of parts. Well, here we go. With a lot of you were probably interested in. Let's see what we got. Very nice stocking minifigures. Well, there's a few minifigures here and there, but there's a Kai figure, two J figures. Oh, both the same exact J figure. Nice though. I could probably use one for minifigure. Whoa, wait a minute. They got the original Kai head. Nice. Another Kai, another. No, those. Which I'm gonna switch heads on that one. One of the bad ones I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use one of them for parts anyway, so I'm just going to do that. Throw that aside. There we go. Oh no. Now this is just weird. That's from the Ninjago movie, I think. Oh boy. Now this is something interesting. I like this one because because it looks like some sort of evil villain that you would see carrying some sort of assault rifle or something. Very nice looking detail. From Pirates of the Caribbean. Huh. Didn't even know. If I had known that was in the set, I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have bought this if I had known he was in here. Well, yep. Well, we got a scary looking dude. Well, put him away. Imperial General Trooper. Weird looking dude. I don't know what to think. At least he's a general of some kind. I like his helmet. And, of course, another snow trooper. Oh, wait. His leg cape piece is around his... Oh, my word. This is one with his leg. Give me a second. And it's white, too. Still white. Which means that whoever owned this probably didn't even play with it. My word. Oh, well. So I got me another complete snow trooper. Maybe for a stop motion. A griffin, a weird looking horse with a beak. Now I've seen everything. A horse with a beak. Next thing you know, it's been going to be pecking at the ground and scratching at the ground like a chicken. That would be funny. A horse actually clucking like a chicken. Oh man, that would be such. That would be a. What am I thinking? Hey, I have a figure that this armor could go to. I put my Ninjago figures. Oh, since I got some new Ninjago figures to add, I think I'll just open this up and see what I got in here. One of these will do. Since I got armor for one of them, I'm going to put it on him. There we go. So I got two, one with armor, one without it. Let's go through the rest of this box. Bad guy. Ninjago figure. Ninjago figures. Ninjago figure. Anything that's Ninjago is going in the box. Right now. There we go. Oh, look at the stream, Karma Link. I wanted to, you missed part of the stream, Karma Link. Take a look. I was showing this, one of my newest pieces of my haul. I don't know where this base plate actually came from, what Lego set it came from, but I'm I'm gonna probably use it in my mock that I'm working on. Yeah, a lot of people underestimate them. That's the problem. They're always underestimated. Don't underestimate a soldier, the bravery of a soldier. That's the thing. You underestimate a soldier. That's the, that's your for a bad guy to underestimate him. Well, it was nice knowing you, friend. See you later. I'll just be way north from here, as far from you as possible, my friend. Why? Because I don't want to be around when he catches up with you. Oh, you mean the green lime green base plate right here? Because it's lime green, has flowers on it. I might have to look it up. Look up your base plate. Oh, interesting. One of those shields, and really, it's really shiny and new. It's brand new. Must be one of the old ones. And I have this weird looking. Wait, it has pieces to go with it. Give me a second. Aha. I see. It's got wings. It can fly like a boy. Like a boy. It's got wings. It can fly like a bird. Like a boy. I gotta fix his wings so it looks a little better in my opinion. There. Fly like a bird, little fella. Fly like an eagle. Fly to fly to Narnia. Oh man, yeah. Hopefully it flies to Narnia for me. Weird looking shield. Freakish looking shield. That's a shield. Booga, 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 booga. I mean, it looks like something that a bad guy would use. Lego bazooka. Yeah. It looks like like it's going to start pecking at something. If it starts scratching the ground, eating bird seed, I'll know what's wrong with it. It's a void. It's a bird, I mean. It's a bird after all. It's going to peck and scratch at the ground a lot. One of those weird bone swords. Probably belongs to this guy, this weird looking brute. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. I'm going to eat every single human I see because I'm a cannibal. Yeah, that's what he looks like. Somebody who would walk up to. He looks like somebody who would be in front of some sort of weird makeshift weapon or something. Oh well. That was my. Actually, the rest of the hall is a bunch of random weapons and equipment and animals. As you can see, that's the rest of the hall. Now to finish those little figures I was going to work on. And a Condre warrior. How dare they call them? How dare themselves after Pythor? That's just weird. Why would you want to be under Pythor's command? It's bad enough that snakes followed him. Bad enough when he was with the Snake Warriors. Now he's back again with another unit? Why would he want to come back? After all, he got his butt handed to him the first time. By somebody. He has behind handed to him by the by the same snake he wanted to use as a weapon. Found it the hard way. How stupid of an idea that was. Yet, he hasn't learned from his mistake? What is wrong with that man? I mean, what is wrong with that snake? Has he not learned from his... Or does he just like getting himself hurt? Okay, we better not think that way. Let's just say he probably's out of his mind and doesn't know what he's doing half the time. And a Condre warrior. Still think it's crazy for someone to want to be part of that unit. I mean, come on, people. He ate his own people. Right there. That's the main problem. Why would you want to be part of the unit that got eaten by their own leader? Pythor became a good guy? Okay, now they're going too far. Why do you want to turn him into a good guy? Why? That's horrifying. I wanted him gone. To stay gone. Why would they want to bring him back? No redemption arc for that villain. He needs to stay gone. I don't like it when they make a villain have a redemption arc. It just makes no sense to make a villain turn good. It just doesn't make sense. It's always better when there's one final confrontation. Villain dies. Oh yes, he did something wrong. He ate his own people. He did cannibalism. He's evil. I'll just let one of them have a purple belt, even though it looks weird. I am giving them backpacks and black outfits, so it's kind of already ruined. No, 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 no. Let's not elect that horrible monster. He'll start eating people then. No, we do not want a cannibal. We do not want a cannibal for president. We want a safe person for president. We do not want a cannibal. If anyone's a cannibal, this guy is a cannibal. Ooga waga, ooga waga, ooga waga. Hey yo. Oh wait. Doo 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 doo. Join the Pythor army or die. Evil. You want to turn me evil? You want me to turn evil, don't you guys? Okay. I'm evil. I'm evil now. Is that what you needed? I'm evil now. Just kidding. That would be a horrible idea for me. Oh, wait a minute. Could that attach to that? That's too high. I could not be a terrible person. I can't be a character who redeems himself. That's just, if I'm going to be a villain, I'm going to be a villain till the very end. The only good snake is a dead snake. That's the thing. Snakes must be exterminated with holy fire. I'm not. I'm not that. I'm gonna put the. Yeah, you want to see the newest rendition of the Andacondre Warriors? That's the newest version. I def- I defeated an army of of Imperial soldiers with my bare hands. Oh well. Well, let's grab the box of Star Wars. Let's grab my sci-fi box. All right, guys. Hello, Army Warfare. Welcome to the stream. Well, guys, we're about to add the new Star Wars figures to the box. Snow Trooper will be put with my rest of my Snow Troopers. Right here. Scout Trooper. Oh, man. I only have one Scout Trooper. And now I have two. Only my other Scout Trooper is in my customs box because I gave him custom pieces. Custom armor and equipment. So he's probably going to be the only Scout Trooper in this box. Other than the Snow Scout Trooper. But we're not including her. So, there we go. Let's go through the... Oh. Well. We got 3 systems of combat for the. Now we have more soldiers to add to the huge battle coming up, the huge battle mock I'm working on. So here's the box of custom minifigures. Opening it up. What's Shaggy doing in here? What's Shaggy doing in the box? Zoinks! I'm here to wipe out the entire monster race. Zoinks! Zoinks! Zoinks, Scoop! And nobody even says anything about that. Well, the Sisters of Battle are added to the box. That's almost the whole army that's going to be in the mock, but I'm still going to add more to it. Oh, held for message, held for review. Yeah, I don't know whether to show this person's message or not. So I'll just ignore it. So I guess Army Warfare is already gone. This is not, I don't think this is a good thing to allow. I don't know. Hey, Karma Link and Caleb, you guys are both what is it called? You both are Stream Watch. If you think that the newest, that one comment is spam, go ahead and get rid of it. I don't know if he's saying anything wrong. Yeah, Shaggy is ready for battle. Everybody knows Shaggy could literally one shot an army. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Karma Link. I didn't know if it was a good message or a bad message, so I just asked you guys if you could judge whether it was. Those are both of my newest minifigures in my Lego collection. Here's another new minifigure in my Lego collection. And I don't know what they're from. One of them looks like he's wearing samurai armor, though. It was spam? Okay, just wondering. I was confused whether it was or not. You would think that they'd have that some of those people would have better things to do than spam. Put spam messages or to do stuff like that on a stream. I mean, come on. Yeah, there are too many Ninjago variants. I agree with you there. Because there's been so many versions. Somebody asked me which version was my favorite, and I'm like, that was me. I just couldn't think. Because here's the thing: there's been so many. I've gotten to the place where I just don't pay attention to them anymore. Because which one? So many variants that it's kind of hard to pick a favorite anymore. If I was told I had to pick a favorite amongst millions of them, I'm a bit like, oh crud. Yeah, they don't. They seem like. Here's my thoughts on Ninjago nowadays. With the way their outfits have been changing quite a bit, I've been thinking Ninjago Barbie dolls. That's what they are. It's Lego's way of getting into the fashion. It's literally every 10 seconds they change the characters' costumes just to get our attention. Hey, look, we changed their costumes. OG suits, you mean the old ones? Yeah, those were the first ones that came out. My favorites were the first ones that came out, if I have to pick. That was back when they were first starting the stuff, and they weren't adding so much stuff to it. And we're going to keep on adding and adding and adding and adding and adding until it literally got old. But they kept adding, so it got old. Fast. No, it was sad because they had such potential with that. They have so much potential, yet they keep adding more stuff to it. Feels like half of it's filler nowadays, though. What I mean by filler, though, is they all feel like filler. I don't think they're ever going to cross the line. They're probably going to start quit calling it Ninjago and start calling it Fashion Ninja or something. Because that's literally what I see it as, fashion ninjas. They keep changing their fashion. Well, well, I gave them both little pieces on their backs. They're going back to the box. Ay, ay, ay. Just realized something very important. There's been so many ninja sets that it's gotten pretty old, hasn't it? And the plot thickens. What's the next? What will be the next series Lego will come out with? Will they be in space next? Ninjas in space. How many of you would actually want to see that? I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes for that one. Saying, ninjas in space. Anybody like that idea? Let's put them in Star Wars for a bit. Star Wars Ninjago crossover. And ninjas on the sun. Oh no. Ninjas on the sun. That would be interesting. Then the ninjas would cease to exist after that one because they just went on the sun and now they burn themselves alive. That's literally how would it end. How would it end? They burned. They burned. Yes. probably the only figures I've kept in one piece, other than the newer ones I wound up with. Those are actually the only minifigures in this box that has their complete. That I've actually have like a bunch of. These are my series minifigures box. I didn't even realize I had this. Still, Ninjas on Mars. Are you sure they didn't come from Mars? Are you sure Ninjago didn't come from Mars? I mean, in the end, it feels like it came from Mars because they literally didn't stop. The whole story just kept going on and on and on. There's a reason why I quit watching Ninjago. They didn't stop. They literally were like, we're going to keep this story going. Sooner or later, they're going to forget. They're going to forget that they're about ninjas and start putting stuff in there that doesn't even belong. Oh wait, they already did. High-tech machinery. If they had stuck with a castle style of Ninjago set, I would have loved it. But then they pretty much were like, you know what? Let's not be castle things. Let's make something else. So I'm like, no, stick with your castle design. It would work better, in my opinion. They stuck with it. I found another one of my old Snow Troopers figures. Throw them in the box with the others. My Snow Trooper battalion has grown. Old and the new are together in one large unit. They keep coming up with more ninja than Pokemon. They have more ninjas. It makes you wonder if they're just doing this to see how long it takes us fans to get tired of it. I personally just want to watch. I just want to watch if they keep releasing new sets and they run out of ideas. That's pretty funny. Like the Ninjago sets ran out of ideas, so now they're re-releasing old sets only remade. Let's remake the old blacksmith shop. Give me a second. I'm gonna find something. Yeah. They re-released the old black and re-released some other ones. I mean, they're going to re-release a lot of sets, rebuild them, redo them, and make them smaller and smaller and smaller. Parts count smaller, but more expensive. I mean, that's what it feels like. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and just see how many of these sets were very cheap. Because back then, I think they were cheaper. If I remember correctly, they were cheaper back then. Here's something. The snakes are continuing to be a main villain in the Ninjago sets. Oh no, I hope they don't really do that. Handicapped ninjas would be interesting, but at the same time, it would kind of ruin the point of ninjas. I mean, hello, I am Jabba the Godfather. I am Jabba. The gangster. Jabba the gangster. That would be hilarious. Hello, I'm Jabba the gangster. The gangster. Buy my merchandise. Aw, sorry to see you go, Caleb. It was getting so much fun. Ninjas in wheelchairs coming to you later towards the adorable. Let's hope it never happens. Let's hope Lego does not take that idea to heart. That'd be a horrible one. Yikes. Just the mere thought of all of those different. If you were to sit down and do a long look into how many sets, Ninjago has went through a lot of sets. A lot of sets. I remember the second theme when it came out. I was excited when I was a little kid and the second theme came out. I was still a kid when it first came out. I was surprised when I was a teenager. Then the next theme on it came out. Then the next. Then the next. Then the next. Then the next. And the next. And then the next. And then the next. Until finally I sat down and wondered, where are all these coming from? I don't know. It felt like they was literally running out of ideas though, so they kept on releasing new versions of the ninjas. And then later years they made the Ninjago movie. Then they released lots of minifigures on the Ninjago movie sets. I feel so sorry for the guys who did those sets. Because could you imagine designing all those different sets for that movie? Those guys are probably wore out after a few hours in the meeting room. We need you to all put your heads together and create an unlimited supply of Lego Ninjago ideas. Yeah, the blacksmith shop was the best set that they ever made for the Ninjago theme. For the longest time, I've wished I had bought that set when it came out. I feel like a complete crazy person for never buying it when it was out. But oh well. But it was probably the only Lego set that Ninjago came out with. Castle thing. I know. I watched it rise and I watched it fall. I expected it to fall. Right back in the box. Lucky Karma Link, you're lucky. You thought to buy it. I pretty much at the time thought I'll get it when it comes I'll get it when it goes on clearance. And then the day it went on clearance, I ran over to get it and it was sold out. I for the longest time have told myself time and time again, that is why you should have just bought it when it was not in clearance. Every time I see a little set on clearance, part of me is like, okay. If it's a good set, I'm excited. If it's a bad set, I just walk away. I saw the Lego Arctic sets on when all the Arctic sets went into what's it called? All the Lego Arctic Mammoth sets. They went on clearance the same month that went on clearance a month after that Walmart got them. I found them for only $50 a piece, and I bought it. I bought the Lego Arctic set with the Mammoth in it. And that's the only reason I wound up with the Mammoth. Later years, though, I bought a bag with a Mammoth in it. So now I have two Lego Mammoths. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna go get my animal box, because I still got to put some animals in it. I'll be back. Got it. I think I got it. I'm robbing the bank. Not really. Just robbing the up part of my Lego. Ouch. No, I like both my Mammoths. I'll send you the bootleg though. I'll send you a bootleg Mammoth if you want. But I'm not giving up my Mammoth. I actually have three, counting the bootleg version. A friend of mine gave me that one because he found out I liked Mammoths, and he's like, "Hey, you want this bootleg?" And I'm like, "What?" He said, "I'll give it to you for free." I'm like, "Well, as long as I don't have to pay money for it, I'll take it." Female, male. Wait. Gotta check the feet to make sure. Yep, one of them's a female, one of them's a male, because Well, okay. And you doxed me on YouTube. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to show both of this. This is the fake Mammoth. And I'm going to put the real one right next to the Mammoth, the fake. Okay, I'm going to wait a while. Oh, give me a second. Just switch them around, and there we go. Guess which one's the fake out of these two? Which one's the fake? No, actually, their tusks are about the same length. Give me a second. See? The tusks are about the same length. Anyways, the bootleg is shiny. Has a shinier plastic to it than the real Mammoth. The Mammoth has a nice dark texture to it. So I give the bootleg. The bootleg is a nice try for some, but at the same time, it's kind of insulting to me as a Lego fan, that some company would bootleg the Lego Mammoth. This is a crime against the Lego community, in my opinion. I keep it anyways because I need an extra Mammoth, because I want to do a video or stop motion on cavemen hunting mammoths. Yeah. Yeah, and so I have three Mammoths. Actually, two Mammoths. Two actual Lego Mammoths, one fake. Which I'm going to do a stop motion. I'm going to call Mammoth Hunt, where a caveman goes hunting for these for a couple of mammoth. There'll be a clan of hunters. They'll go after the mammoths. It'll be an interesting stop motion. I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. Now to put the other animals into the box. Griffin, horse, shark, scorpions, snakes, a blue ant, tigers. This feels like I feel like an evil. I feel like one of those cartoon witches who are throwing stuff into a stew pot. And she's saying, "Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble." One more rattlesnake. Primal. Yeah, that would be interesting. What? Aw. It was good to see you, Carmelink. And I have a lot of saber-toothed cats, not the saber-toothed tiger. I think I have 2 Lego ones and 2 fake ones. So I might do another video called, I might do a hunt. It's hard to tell them apart, except for stripes on this one are lighter. Yep, see you as well. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. I did what I needed to do. Hopefully today. Man, I'm tired. Yikes. Well, TIFN, and good night, guys.